Hey, what's up YouTube? Back with another Focus SC video, and this time around I'm going to show you how we connected this Signal Dynamics back off flashing third brake light module to the third brake light in the wing on the Focus ST. So to start, I'm going to tell you what this does, how it works, and where I got it from. So of course I got it from Amazon. Now what it does is it makes this third brake light that's in the wing flash. There's two modes. Mode 1 does 4 flashes, a long hold for a couple of seconds, and then it'll flash again. Now this is with your foot on the brake pedal for the whole time. So if you come to a red light, it will continue to do 4 flashes, a hold, 4 flashes, and a hold. Now, when you use mode 2, which is the one that I use and the one that's legal in the majority of states, now check your state to make sure, it does 5 short flashes and then it holds for the whole time. It does not continue to flash. So that's with your foot on the brake at a stoplight. It would just do 5 flashes and then hold the rest of the time. Okay, so this thing works by pretty much bypassing the 12-volt wire from the wiring harness to the brake light and making its signal go to the back off module and then back out from the module to the third brake light. Now, this yellow wire you see coming from the back off module, that is for the reverse light. That's stuff we don't need. Now this white and red wire here, the white wire with the red tracer, this is for mode 1. I didn't use that, so if all the wires you don't use, we took some electrical tape, covered them up because they actually do come cut. We covered them up and just set them off aside inside the wing. Now the wires that we did use are the red wire with the white tracer, that's mode 2, the black wire which is the ground, and the other red wire here that does not have any tracer at all. Now when you take off the third brake light, which does use a T20 Torx bit on the 2 screws on the side, you're going to see a plug going to it. This is coming from the wiring harness on the vehicle. Now cut back some of that cloth area because you're going to need to cut this yellow wire you see on the right. This yellow wire actually has a whitish or grayish tracer with it. That's your 12-volt wire. That's the one where the signal is going to go to the back off module from there back to this plug. And this black wire here actually has a white tracer, and it is your ground wire that needs to be spliced together with the ground wire from the back off module. So to make things really easy on us to minimize the amount of wires we had to cut and to strip, if there's no stripping at all, we use these quick connects from 3M. You can get these at any Lowe's or Home Depot or whatever, but we just found them in the garage and was like, hey, let's check these out and use them. Now the wires coming from the wiring harness in the car, they're actually really thin, so we were a little concerned with them being, smaller than 16 and 18 gauge, but they work just fine. And I'm sure when you actually go to buy some of these, you can get some that are smaller, but just beware that the wires coming from the back off module are actually on the thicker side. And now on to how we did it. Now it's super easy when you use the method that I use with the quick connects. So of course the black ground wire from the wiring harness, that's the one with the white tracer that needs to be spliced together with the black wire from the module. Just take the black and white wire, stick it to the left side of the quick connect. If you have the quick connect oriented in the way that we do with the little flap on the right, stick it on the left side, take the black wire, stick it into the right side of the quick connect. Make sure you stick it in there as far as it'll go. And then this metal piece here, you're gonna wanna squeeze it down as far as it can go. Now we use a pair of pliers to get it down, as far as we thought it should be in order to create a splice so that, the energy from one wire goes to the other. Now from there, get a pair of wire cutters or something, and you're going to cut this yellow wire. Make sure you cut it high enough so that you have some leverage at the top where it's coming from the vehicle and some leverage at the bottom where it's going to the actual brake light. So at the top, we took the quick connect, did like I said before with the left and the right side, just follow that method. And we spliced the red wire coming from the brake off module to the yellow wire, and that's coming from the vehicle. That connection will be going to the back off module. Now coming out of the back off module will be either the red and white wire or the white and red wire, whichever mode you want. So of course I use mode 2. So coming from the back off module, we use the red and white wire, and you take that and you splice it with the yellow wire that's going to the brake light that's still connected to this little black connector down here. You're going to splice that the same way that we did with the quick connect, or whatever method you use, however you use to splice all the wires together, make sure you do it this way. So once you have all your wires connected and spliced, you're going to take the double-sided tape that actually comes with the back off module, stick it to the bottom, place it inside of the wing, put it somewhere inside the wing, make sure that it's taped down, it does not bounce around. Connect, of course, everything to the brake light, put the brake light back on the wing, screw it all in, and everything is done. You have your flashing third brake light. Oh, that's nice. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments section or follow me on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter, DM me on Instagram. I don't really give a crap. I answer your questions wherever they come in. I try to make these as easy as possible to follow. So if I messed you up or confused you, just let me know. We'll work together and get this thing going. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm gone.